Hey there, it's Jenny, and I am back today with a memory planner layout. This is my 2022 memory planner, and before we dive in, I'd just like to remind you, if you enjoy this video, please leave me a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. It is hard to know what you enjoy seeing without feedback, so please keep that in mind when you're watching my video. Anyway, I have already printed my photos. I used my PictureMate from Epson, and I used the PicFrame app to create the collage. And I have too many photos this week. That's correct. Too many, like absolutely too many. And it's a good problem to have, but boy, oh boy, it is difficult to get all of the things on a page when you have so many photos. That's right, 14 photos. But I will take it. It means good times, it means lots of great memories, and let's get them on the page. So these are all printed. They're approximately 1.5 inches by 2 inches tall, give or take, since these are digital prints. And I have already written the date on the back of these because those are all basketball game photos. And it's incredibly difficult to tell the difference when they're all in the same place. So it's just much easier to put the dates on the back. I used a permanent marker to do that. Now I am going to go ahead and start placing those basically on the days that they occurred, unless they're just random photos and it works better to place them elsewhere, which probably sounds kind of crazy, but when it's your pet or a piece of home decor or something like that, it doesn't really matter where it goes, at least to me. Now, I want to use one of the long Cocoa Daisy stickers and maybe something else, which is why I'm flipping through here on the sidebar. So I'm going to do that before I put my photos down, just so I can layer on top of that a little bit. Because again, remember, I have 14 photos to put on this 7 by 9 inch planner, so definitely a balancing act to do so. All right, so I will for sure layer photos and line them up right next to each other and then see how they all fit together to make sure that they all fit, that I can also write some things and add a little bit of decor as well. Now, I probably should have used a pocket page, but sometimes I don't think of those things until after the fact, like, oh yeah, that probably would have worked better, but I like a good challenge, so finding a way to make all of these photos work on one layout that they look nice is a challenge that I am up for. So you can see I am using my Scotch ATG gun for adhesive. I have been scrapbooking since the year 2000, and I can tell you that not all adhesive is created equally, and I want to make sure that my photos remain on the pages, and the best way to do that is to use a really great adhesive, especially since the memory planners don't have any page protectors. Who knows where the photos will end up. You can see on Saturday right there, I have 3 photos all lined up right next to each other. I wanted to make sure to include the photos from the basketball game and then also the picture of myself putting up our Christmas tree because it is the Saturday after Thanksgiving after all. And so it felt right to just include them all. Same thing on Sunday. Heck, I wanted all of those photos there, and again, should I have probably just used a page protector for some of these photos? Absolutely. But here we are. I didn't. So, all right, now I want to create 2 other clusters to create a visual triangle, even if it's a little bit wonky. So this one, I want to use one of those large box stickers. This is from the Memory Keeping sticker kit. And then I want to layer a couple of the smaller decorative stickers with it as well, just to create a really nice little cozy cluster. This is the Home Sweet Home collection from Cocoa Daisy, and it's really cute, and it's basically the colors and stuff just feel as cozy as humanly could be. So they're perfect for the week of Thanksgiving, which in my memory lives as just a delight. So All right, so now I'm creating other little bits and pieces, but again, as you can tell, there's not a ton of room. But what I hope you'll take from this is that every week looks different, and it's fun. It's fun to work around some of these things if you choose to, which is what I have done here. Now I wanted to also add a couple of the little decorative stickers up by the big long November sticker as well, just because it makes it feel a little bit more cohesive, like pulls it all together. And the November is definitely cute on its own, that's for sure. But, why not add just a little bit more, especially in a space that I probably wasn't going to write anything. I mean, I could have, certainly, but I probably wasn't going to. So I might as well add just a little decorative bit right there. And a shelf with some books is perfect. Now, a nice little quote right there. We've talked about this in the past. I try to not add more than one quote a week just because it's one of those things that I don't want it to be like 15 overwhelmingly positive messages on one week where it's just overwhelming. So one nice quote does the job right there, and it's perfect for Thanksgiving Day. Now, the little word strip stickers are some of my favorites. I absolutely love to place them on top of or partially on top of photos just to sort of wrap up that photo in a nutshell. I don't know what it is about them other than that, but I really enjoy using those. So this week is definitely not an exception, and I am throwing those down on my photos. Now you can see here, 14 photos absolutely works. It's not, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not ridiculous. It's not completely overwhelming. And I think a lot of that has to do with the scale of the photos. They're a little bit smaller. And then the overlapping and like on Saturday and Sunday, just laying them out because there's 6 down there on Saturday and Sunday. So laying them right next to each other. Basically, the only thing I am notating this week for activities or appointments is my son's basketball games. So I just used the box stickers from Coco Daisy to take care of that, and I've added the box stickers on the days where we had a game, and I'm going to write those in. I am using a Sharpie felt tip pen. This is my favorite personal kind of pen to use. I love a felt tip pen. So like for example, for a long time I used Papermate Flair, but I just found that I had to write even bigger because of the tip on those. And the Sharpie pen is the perfect size for my handwriting and having a felt tip. So I really love them. You can buy them in boxes, so I usually do that. And when I run out, I just buy another box. But that is the pen that I almost always use. You don't too often see me use another pen unless I use a colored pen, and then in that case, it's usually a Papermate Flair, which I typically only use those to notate the books and things like that that I record in my planner. Now I need to look at the spaces and the bits and the pieces and think about, can I add journaling? Where should I add journaling? Should I add some more decoration? Are there more little bits and pieces? And I mean, that little washi strip, it's just so cozy and cute. I love it. The color palette, like I said already several times, is really just so perfect for November. I absolutely love it. Now I also wanted to use the alphabet stickers because I think that alphabet stickers are the perfect supply because they are decorative. They look really cute when you use them, but then they're also super functional. So for example, I'm writing KM home. That means that my college-aged son was home from college, but yet it looks really cute on the page and I enjoyed it. Now I'm going to make some pencil lines here for my journaling. Sometimes I use mild liners and sometimes I use just my pen, and then other times I use a pencil, and then I will write my journaling and then erase the lines. I felt like that was probably the best course of action this week since it was so full, so much going on already. I probably needed to minimize any additional elements. So while I still wanted to have the journaling, how can I minimize that a little bit? And the answer is just having pencil lines. I have talked about this before, but I really love this magnetic mat. The other side is self-healing, but this side is magnetic, and it is a little bit bigger than 12 by 12, but it's nice and small, and the magnet is very strong, and so I'm able to keep this right near my workstation, and it's not too big or anything like that. So it's a really great one. I used a very, very large one for a long time, and it did the job really well, but this one fits better just overall. So now I will erase the journaling lines, and then we have the vast majority here finished and all wrapped up. So that is it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.